Hi there, beautiful Gemini, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very pleased to be with you all, and I'm very happy now to be reading your tarot for the month of June 2018. I have already pre-shuffled the cards connecting to your energy, my beautiful Gemini, to now just deliver to you the messages. Okay, so let's start. The main theme of this month, my dear friends, is forgiveness. This seems to be something major in our human nature. It seems like we have forgotten that making mistakes is actually what makes us human. So even if I'm saying things that may seem very obvious, please bear with me a little, and let's just try to revisit this concept of forgiveness, okay? It goes hand by hand with the feeling of guilt, and that is actually what we want to avoid. As humans, the only way we have of really knowing what we want and what is the best way to act, and just to understand and know ourselves, is through trial and error. We cannot know if we don't try. So we need to also realize that we're all coming from the best we know and the best we can at a given moment with the information and level of consciousness and maturity we have. So from that sense, everyone is doing the best they can. Now, whenever we make a mistake now, it doesn't make any sense to hold on to guilt now, right? It doesn't make any sense to auto-sabotage oneself and punish oneself, because this is just robbing one's energy and is not compensating the mistake we feel we have done. So this is why it is now time, Gemini, that you quit any kind of negativity against you and any kind of self-defeated self-talk you have. Because this feeling that you did something wrong or not good enough is building a wall and is obstructing what you have to share. And by that, I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about feelings, about time, about bonding with others. Don't isolate yourself now because of fear of being rejected and because you think that what you have has no value or that you're not good enough to share. Something has come to an end now, something that you used to define yourself. It could be the end of a home you used to cherish, or or the end of a relationship, or the end of a work or a project. So maybe this is causing a little bit of fear now and wondering what is going to happen next. But do know that this change of identity does represent a liberation. So it's time to let go now and trust. You're gonna recognize yourself much bigger than you thought. Follow and trust this movement. It's already happening anyway. There's no turning back now. But it's for your sake. And it is linked with leaving behind this auto-sabotage system, okay? And thinking that you don't deserve, or that you're not good enough, or that you're lacking something to get to that paradise, okay? Because now, my dear Gemini, you also have the power to create. Maybe at some point you thought that you were only too destructive, or maybe your power was a little bit overwhelming and difficult to manage. But now you have gained in you the will and power to truly make things a reality, tangible, to manifest, as they say. It is now time to manifest a better life for you and not to sabotage all the energy that you were having to be your own enemy. And as we all are, don't feel that this is pointed just to you, my dear friends, not at all. Now is changing for you to become your best ally, actually. Follow this, my friends, please. There is the beginning of something here. Already since a minute you've been feeling it. Has been here for a second, this energy. And the beginning, most likely, of this new intuition that you can access a better way of living. And do know that all the most auspicious powers are by your side now, and that you have their whole support now. It's important, though, that you let yourself be led by innocence, the purity of your heart, and intuition again. Do not be skeptical or think that experiences of your past are going to be repeating now. Okay? Just continue, follow. You're being protected. And it's now time to own back a few pieces of you that you have disowned until now, my dear Gemini. So what happens is the following. Part of this game of realizing that we are one is integrating different elements that we consider to be completely different from us into our being. There are some elements, nonetheless, that are more difficult to integrate to our lives because we think that we don't want to see them in ourselves for different reasons that I'm going to explain now. So whenever we feel too strongly about something, about an attitude, a person, a situation, it's very likely that we are projecting a part of us that we do not want to see in ourselves yet. And in that way we project. And this is a very subtle way of not seeing clearly. And what you need to understand too is that we don't only project things that are obviously not socially rewarded, we're going to say. It's not just about what is wrong and difficult to see in us. It's also about the gold and the best that exists in us, okay? So we can project something that we don't want to see in ourselves very obviously, like our selfishness, let's say. But also we can project our extreme altruism or generosity because we don't want to take the responsibility of whatever we have best in our lives. And in that way, even the gold that we have in our shadow, we project it as a film in other people in different situations so that they have to be in the pedestal, not us. And so the advice that comes with this, my dear Gemini, is that whenever you find yourself feeling too strongly, whether it's for something too positive or negative, just open a space where you can ask yourself, is what I'm seeing mine? Am I seeing clear? Or am I projecting a part of me? And do not be too eager to have an answer right away. Just this question, though, will start to open up a new space of analyzing where you don't just blindly project things without realizing the unconscious mechanism behind it. Okay? So do not worry, you will start to see clearly here. Okay? And when with whoever or with whatever situation you're feeling way too strong, just realize that it's likely that you're not seeing entirely clearly now. Okay? And it's time now also, my beautiful Gemini, to rest from showing to others that you can keep everything together. It seems like maybe this has started to take a toll on you, and it's starting to exhaust you now. Please take time to just be with yourself and have fun, even if it's just to be in your pajamas and watch some Netflix in your home. But yes, maybe leave aside again the image that you're trying to project to others, to what you're trying to show. Just drop it. Let it go. It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be renewed and reborn after this, stronger, better, a newer model of you. And also an advice, and actually a congratulations from the tarot, is that you're using your mind better and better now. For your mind not to be the center of your life, you know, because one of the main conditionings that we have in our society is that we always have to come from our minds, always have to be thinking, always logical, rational, always with that little voice in our heads, having an opinion and having different facts, random facts, I guess, that we're gonna put in front of the things that we're actually living in. And instead of seeing the rose, we're going to have the definition of the rose and living in a conceptual world. All of this to say, my friends, that we overuse our minds, and that by doing so, we create problems too that weren't there. And we kind of make our minds blurry by overusing them so much. So when you have this card, it shows that you're already given to your mind its right place, and this is to use it when you need to do an intellectual task, and not all the time. To use it as a servant and not as the master of your house. So I want to congratulate you for that, because you're reaching there, and in this way becoming more your ally, as we said earlier. So please know that you are breaking now all ideas and beliefs about yourself that were limiting and were working against you, to be honest. So just bring your wings and get ready to fly, my beautiful Gemini, because every door that is opening is not an illusion. The cage was only in your head. And you can be free now. Please don't limit yourself now. Be as ambitious as you can be. Life only wants to fulfill our beautiful desires. And now I'm gonna give you a special reading, and also because I got all these videos so late and I apologize so much. I was like crazy. But now I wanna share with you a new oracle cards deck that I bought, and it's pretty amazing. It's called the Mystical Shaman Oracle Guide. It's this one, and I'm gonna be doing a reading of the hidden treasures, okay? And it's gonna be brief, don't worry, and it's just to give you a few more clues about what to do this month and how to empower yourself through this process. So the first card is called the South, and it's what you need to let go. The card that you got are the Ancient Ones. Beautiful art, isn't it? So there is an old wound that you don't longer need to define yourself by. Your ancestors are calling you to the higher perspective, to act from your highest position, for the good of life, for a new earth, for living from awareness. So evaluate your attitudes and actions and make sure They are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you, maybe, from the freedom you seek. This is no longer your karma. Break free from the psychological drama of family. This is like a misplaced loyalty, my friends. It's now time to align with your highest self. The second card is the West, and you got the rattle. This is the part of you that needs to die so that you can find a new meaning in your life. Die to your individual sense of self. Like something cut from everything, die to this idea of being cut from the rest. Everything is connected in the web of life. When you offer your prayers for the highest good of all, everything you need is provided for you. Take your place on the dance of life and use your power for good. Because remember that you can always hurt, even with the spiritual tools. So always put the best intention and come from your heart. And remember that what you want is already here. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. These tools must serve a divine purpose. Let go of the idea of you being separated from these, my beautiful friends. The third card now is the North. It's the wisdom you need to acquire. And you got the Rainmaker. This is the master of manifestation. You can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. Again, this is about seeing how big you really are, not coded from everything, like what it is to start to think about your biggest family, your cosmic, universal, planetarian family. So again, it's about integrity and the beauty that you can get if you ask for the benefit to all. When this power is used for personal goals, everyone suffers. So please, quit now to this idea of being caught and of sabotaging. Create something new from the elements already present in your life. Work on what is. Do not hold your heart back now. See how you co-create life. The world is a mirror. Put the good seed from the start within your heart. Do not take life personally. And please do not attach to the result. Just put the best seeds. Beautiful, isn't it? And lastly, my beautiful Gemini, it's the East. You got the rainbow. And this is the possible destiny you have. The end of the storm is near. Persevere. The darkest hour before dawn is before dawn. So have hope. Things are about to take a very, very positive turn. And don't get caught in the pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now, in the moment, by coming into the right relationship with those around you. All your gifts are at hand, so obvious you may have missed them. Be true with your intentions, and do not be led astray by your daydreams. The universe is asking you, my beautiful Gemini, to tap into the power within, to be the awareness we need for this world, to be the example, the inspiration for us all to get into that highest perspective, for the highest good of all. So thank you so much for your trust. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. please leave any comments here. And please write to my email, which I'll leave under this video, if you want any kind of consultation with the cards or others. I am a clinical psychologist as well, so if you need any kind of psychological help, I am here for you. Thank you again so much. I'm sending you all the love, and I wish you the best. Namaste, my friends. Bye bye.